This is TWiT.
The U.S. House of Representatives has been banned from editing the Wikipedia again, according to a report by The Hill's Julian Hattem. Julian joins us now to explain. Welcome, Julian.
Hey, Mike. Thanks for having me.
Now, why was the House banned from editing the Wikipedia this time?
Sure. So this is actually the third time this summer this has happened. And what happened this time is presumably some staffer acting anonymously from the House IP address, edited a bunch of pages on Wikipedia that had to do about transgender issues. There are a string of things, including the page for tranny, for transphobia, a number of comments that a lot of other editors and administrators on Wikipedia thought were kind of offensive. And the final straw earlier this week was when the person edited the page for the TV show Orange is the New Black, which features an actor who's trans. And the original characterization of that actor was a, quote, real transgender woman that was changed to a real man pretending to be a woman. And for administrators at Wikipedia, that was kind of too far, and they said this was abuse and kind of transphobic and really went beyond the pale. So this time they've banned this one IP address. It's not the entire house, but it's one IP address, presumably encapsulating a large number of Hill staffers for a month. And they cannot edit the page anonymously. They cannot edit Wikipedia anonymously at all. And it's a problem. It looks really, really bad for Congress to be engaging in this kind of silly back and forth, presumably. And it also, in terms of transparency, it's not very good. A lot of transparency advocates say that Wikipedia should be a place where Congress can go to talk about what they're doing, but it doesn't help their cause if they're inciting flame wars and things like this.
So here's my question for you. Do we have any sense of who is making these edits? I mean, I know that in the wiki logs, the person was claiming to be working for a staffer. But if you look at the history of these edits and some of the other edits, I mean, my first thought is, okay, this is interns who are bored and are deciding to control Wikipedia. But do we have any sense of anyone has anyone come forward to claim their identity of what congressman they're working for or what their role in the House is when they're making these edits?
No, there has not been. They are, still anonymous. And as you say, it is intern season here. There's, and it's recess also on Capitol Hill. So there aren't any lawmakers actually in the Capitol. So there's a good chance that this could be interns who have kind of gone a little bit far afield, a little bit out of head of their skis here. But as you noted in the talk pages, these behind-the-scenes pages on Wikipedia, they said that they were explicitly authorized to be promoting their lawmakers' message on Wikipedia and things like this. So there's some indication that they have some kind of tacit approval from the lawmakers, but it's so far relatively anonymous, at least as it refers to these instances. Some Hill staffers have tried to be more kind of out front and transparent, but those are not the ones getting in trouble.
The idea that it's a staffer or an intern is probably a reasonably safe assumption, but who knows? It could be the House Majority Leader. We really don't know. We have no idea. Isn't it kind of draconian to ban an entire IP address? I mean, don't they have other methods? They caught the changes, they reversed them. I guess the question is the House being treated, or is this case being treated differently than any other sort of IP address or any other sort of anonymous edit like this?
And that is also kind of a concern. Some people have really been coming to the House's defense saying, hey, guys, this is a little broad. What you could do is, lock the page, which is what they do sometimes about controversial pages so that no one can edit it, or, give some more warnings. But I think one of the ideas is this is not just an isolated incident. Aside from these edits about the trans issues, there are also a number of seeming kind of practical jokes played earlier in this summer. There's this Twitter account at Congress Edits, which updates every time someone from a congressional IP address edits Wikipedia, and it seemed like a bunch of staffers were just going on to make kind of joke edits so that it would show up in that Twitter account. Things like Choco Taco was a big thing that was kind of funny. Also, like moon landing conspiracy theories. And so it seemed like there's a string here. There's a pattern, at least, of kind of abusing the system and of not playing by the rules that it looks like administrators wanted to deal something about. And I talked to the administrator who banned the IP address, and they say really what this is trying to do is send a message that we want you to edit Wikipedia, we want you to come and talk about what you and your lawmakers are doing, but not anonymously, and we want you to make an account and log in and have some kind of accountability there, so that you're not just some random intern or staffer or who knows what, and so that you can come and defend yourself and be accountable for what you do.
So do we know, has anyone started to do this to any of the other wikis, Conservapedia or anything like that? Or is it just the main Wikipedia that we've seen this sort of activity on?
So far, it's just this main Wikipedia, at least what I've seen. But that certainly could change. Congress is very, very good at flame wars and, throwing talking points back and forth. So we'll see if this kind of back and forth just, metastasizes, I guess.
Julian Hattem writes at thehill.com, and you can follow him on Twitter at JMHattem. That's Hattem. Thank you so much for joining us on Tech News Today.
Thanks a lot. Happy Friday.